All right, so exciting time. Let's learn how you calculate percent composition. Specifically today, we're going to look at percent composition, a skill of calculating percent composition based on molar mass of compounds. And so what we're wanting to do is find what is the percent composition of each element. What percent does each element make up of the entire molar mass of a compound? And so percent composition can be done with any sort of group of something. You can find the percent composition of each thing that makes up that group. For example, if we were in our classroom, or we could look around the room and we could see we would have, say we have 10 males and a class of 25 total students. So combined we have 25 students, but 10 of them are males. Well, what percentage of the whole thing are males? And so we would simply, anytime you're doing percent of a whole amount, the percent of the whole amount, then you always take what you're trying to calculate, the percent of what you're trying to calculate. So we would say 10, we're trying to calculate the percent of males, so we would do 10, and then we divide it by the whole. So a part divided by a whole is always percent. Part divided by whole. So 10 divided by 25, and then you always multiply it times 100, remember, to get percent. And you would see that would have been 40% males in that classroom that has 10 males in a class of 25 students. And so that's what we're going to be doing here, except we're doing it with chemical compounds. So let's do a little quick review from yesterday. How do we find molar mass of an element? Well, remember, we just look it up on the periodic table. So we're trying to find K. We look up K, 39.10. Remember, that is always grams. So 39.10 grams. I'll let you do the others there. But when we go down here, you're going to see the same exact chart for finding molar mass, because we still need to find molar mass for the compound. So we take KCl, we split it up into the two elements, which are K and Cl. We have how many of each? Well, we have 1 K, we have 1 Cl. What's the mass of K? Well, we just looked it up on the periodic table. We know it's 39.10, which is going to make that 39.10 since it's multiplied by 1. And Cl, if we look it up on the periodic table, we see it's 35.45 grams. 1 times 35.45 is obviously still the same thing. Okay, and then yesterday you learned that the skill of finding molar mass, after you get the two amounts multiplied, you add. Yep, you add these two numbers together. And so we have 5, we have 4, carry our 1, 7. So 74.55 grams is the mass of this entire KCl compound. So every compound of KCl has 74.55 grams in it. Well, what is the percent then of each element? What's the percent of K, or potassium, in KCl? So a part divided by the whole. So the part that's K is 39.10. We're going to divide that by the whole. What was the whole of this compound? Well, that was the 74.55. All right. So we're going to take this 39.10. Again, you need your calculator for all these skills over the next couple of weeks. So 39.1, you'll divide it by 74.55. Remember, you're going to multiply times 100 to get it into a percent. And we're going to round to 2 decimal places because we need 5 significance here, 5 significance. So we get 52.448. So 448 rounds to the 4, then the 8. The 8 tells us to round that up. And it's 52.45. And remember, this is percent. All right. Then we'll go over. We're going to look at what about chlorine? What is its percent composition? We're going to take the part, divide it by the whole. What was the whole amount? Well, it's the same. It's the same molar mass for the compound. So we're going to take and divide that, 35.45, divided by the 74.55, multiply it times 100, and we get 47.55%. All right, so the percent composition of potassium in KCl is 52.45%. The percent composition of chlorine in KCl is 47.55%. Now, one way you can kind of check your numbers is that what should, if we did both of the parts of the whole thing, then what should the two percentages add up to? Well, if they make up the whole thing, then they should add up to 100%. So you can take and put these two numbers in, and they should add up. And we see 5 plus 5 is 0, carry the 1, 5 plus 5 is 0, carry the 1, 7 plus 2, plus the 1, make that a 0, carry the 1, 5 plus 4 is 9, which makes 10, makes 100%. Now, if you ever have a compound that has more than 2 elements in it, then this percent down here, but just simply because of rounding numbers, this percent can end up being 1 significant digit off. So that can be 0.01. This is only when you have 3 of them. It could end up being 100.01, or it can be 99.99%. So it can be either one of these also, okay? So that is how you do percent composition. You see, you will do them the same way. You'll pick out your elements, you'll put them on the lines, and you'll do that. Then when you come to the back, I'll start taking some things away to help you learn how to do it on your own. So still the same on the top, but then when you get to the next one, notice I don't have any of the chart. Well, but again, it's all the same. You're always doing that same thing, okay? And then down here, I take everything off, and then I just give you the compound, and you find the percent composition. All right? Well, good luck. I know you guys can do this. This is a great skill, finding percent of anything. Percent we use all throughout your life. You'll figure out percents of things. And so remember, percent is always a part that you're trying to find divided by the whole and amount, and then multiplying times 100. All right, if you have any questions, definitely just drop them down here in the comments on YouTube, or put them in Google Classroom. Thanks, guys. Hope you guys are blessed, and have a great Tuesday. Looking forward to working through our final skills together. Bye-bye.